there is a clear need to look at how we develop AI technology for the betterment of society. And this is an opportunity really to bring engineering excellence into the area of how do we make AI safe, trustworthy and ethical going forward.
What a fantastic, thriving community this is, and how it can contribute to help the UK economy with all these great ideas, thoughts and new generation of innovators.
I think we need to get communities like this one to come together and understand what does it mean now to build AI that is truly trustworthy and responsible, and then what are the implications for society at large and for policymakers.
It's really quite nice to see a like-minded community coming together, and I think we are all preaching the same kind of messages about how do we engineer that AI excellence in the products that we are all developing.
My talk is going to be about the work we've been doing in the best practices group at TechWorks about helping bridge the AI skill gap. And I think it's really important that we do get together and collaborate like this.
Events like this is needed because AI is just moving at such a phenomenal pace. And I think like most TechWorks events, what really stands out is the diversity, but also the competence of the individuals who are attending.
TechWorks AI is a TechWorks initiative, but it really is a collaboration of collaborators, because there are so many good and interesting institutional programs. It can be quite confusing. But our challenge in the UK is actually to make sense of all of it and get them to work together to get that synergy.
It's all about engineering. It's all about engineering excellence, engineering quality. And I think we can make a massive contribution with our partners and with our members around how we can make a difference to the UK's industry.
This is a milestone moment. This is the culmination of more than 10 years of our strategy coming together. But this is just the start.
I think in 25 years' time, we won't recognise the world that we live in. It's going to change significantly, and it's going to change because of all these technologies.
We see the industry, microelectronics industry in general, reaching a point where new materials and new technologies are required to keep the insatiable demand for more performance and better energy performance for the devices we use in everyday life.
We've heard a lot of things about quantum computing, AI, but without the basis of semiconductor manufacturing, we just won't be able to expand on those industries.
The biggest takeaway for me was listening to some of the speakers. The stuff that they're sharing is really good, really cutting edge. It's nice to see.
What excites me is adjacent markets to what silicon is currently supplying.
As long as you use AI sensibly, it can be a really powerful tool in microscopy.
I think NMI is crucial as a body that corrals and brings together all of the elements of the industry. It helps bring together emerging supply chains, it helps share skills and knowledge, it helps build up the industry and the strength of that industry going forward.
So today we heard from something like 16, 17 speakers on a range of topics, from materials research to scaling up fabs in the UK to what we need from government by way of support and advocacy. We also heard from the US government, we heard from the European Parliament about what they're doing and how UK companies can engage in both of those initiatives.
We work very closely with the Department of Commerce and the Department of Business and Trade to help our businesses scale up.
How do we bring together folks across disciplines and across sectors very early in the research process to really transform how we do things?
So for us, it's really about getting support and building the right network and collaboration so that we can bridge that gap and start scaling up volume.
Equally, we heard from industry in terms of what else they need, especially support for scaling up business operations and CapEx, frictionless trade, and more input into the whole skills discussion, education and training for STEM across the UK.
If you don't know about the Royce Institute, please sign up to it. We've been doing outreach programs from school. Really great for those students. They've loved it. They've really been enthused by the semiconductor industry.
It's our aim is to keep the UK at the forefront of the 2D material industry.
Through our strategic partnership with Meta, Plessey has been able to establish a world-class R&D compound semiconductor facility in photonics.
The single most important thing for the UK industry, I think, is to collaborate together and with government on understanding how to rebuild and grow the whole ecosystem. So we are now engaging with industry and academia and government in order to have those conversations to figure that out.
So this year's theme was collaboration in a technology-rich era, really celebrating the fact that we're brilliant at collaboration in the UK.
There are certain things that if an industry does not collectively do together, then it affects everyone.
We've been able to bring together competitors in the space, put them in rooms, have open conversations.
Coming here, networking with people and seeing what others have to offer is a really good networking platform for DSpace to be in. I'm having a really good time here.
This year we're very keen to look at another venue. So we're here at the British Motor Museum, brilliant venue. We've managed to get panel sessions, we've managed to get speakers, we've managed to get interactive breakout sessions as well. So a real mix in the way that we could get our audience to engage and actually participate.
To ensure ecosystems like ours are successful, we need the right skill sets. We need the right skill sets of the generation of tomorrow, but also industry leaders in different segments and working together.
I think by having the term software-defined vehicle, we're already constraining our thinking to software and vehicle. Whereas what we really need to be thinking about is the user experience.
So we're working a lot on the verification and validation of autonomous vehicles. The issues, we cannot solve them alone, so we need other companies. We need to rely on the technology that other companies develop, on regulators, on catapults.
I really focus on what I call technology strategy. So I'm helping customers think about the near and long-term future. This is the first time that I've been to an ASIN conference. And what I can really see is that there's a real buzz, there's a community here.
We are one of the leading EDA companies in the world. So very technology focused and a major player. The growth of semiconductors, the growth of electronics in automotive means that automotive is a critical market for us.
So our aspiration is to make green power electronics. So being part of this community means that we can build our networks and work collaboratively with the partners within the network.
We are looking to solve different core research activities in terms of sensor validation, simulation, and the taxonomy of the different technologies. It's about sharing knowledge and sharing the different learnings. I think that the vision of zero road accident is what mobilizes everyone around the industry.
I think security could be an enabler, and particularly an enabler that offers organizations that competitive advantage.
I don't think you need to be the largest player in the world to win. I think you can create value in niches.
I'm emboldened by the fact that all of this we've talked about today are areas where the UK has world-leading positions.
I believe one of the things that ASIN does really well is to work out what unites the industry rather than what divides us.
Come to an ASIN event because you'll see the diversity of excellence we have in the country and in our member base as well. And that's where the magic happens, when people come together and start to talk about how they want to work together and collaborate.
I think there are many facets to IoT security, and we've embraced that within the conference. So whether you're talking about regulation, whether you're talking about advancing technology, whether you're talking about processes and culture within companies and how it affects people, we've embraced all of that.
What IoTSF is trying to do is, one, educate, but two, provide a platform to drive best practices. It's always energizing, refreshing to hear new things and making sure we stay relevant.
We wanted to showcase our products, we wanted to show our expertise, and also we wanted to, be connected with potential customers, partners, and also, get more insight about this industry and other players in this industry.
So our talk today was about getting beyond the current semiconductor industry's method of black box IP and black box design for security elements. we are bringing to market a completely open security element.
We get so much support from IoT Security Foundation, not just the conference itself, but I think being a member of this ecosystem has been really valuable for us, especially since we're a startup.
I really appreciate being invited as an international speaker to speak about the trust mark and more around the regulatory and the standards that we work with. Globally, it's a problem. Cybersecurity isn't just one nation state's issue. I think IOTSF are doing an amazing job, particularly with the framework and the work that they're doing around SBOMs.
Last year we met two of our top clients in the IoT industry at the event, so we thought it was really well worth coming back to. I spoke about the need for IoT manufacturers and businesses that rely on IoT to have incident response plans ready.
So we've been doing the IoTSF conference for 8-9 years now. It brings together some of the sort of foremost minds in terms of IoT security from a technical perspective, but just as importantly from a policy making and marketing perspective as well.
This is what IOTSF is about. It's about community, it's about collaboration, and that's what we really try to engender throughout all our work, but especially in the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TechWorks Awards and Gala Dinner 2024.
This year we're back in the Big Smoke at this wonderful venue.
Tonight we celebrate not only the remarkable achievements but also the profound impact of collaboration.
TechWorks is the UK trade association for deep tech companies. Our job is to help you collaborate, innovate and ultimately grow the UK tech-based economy. In 2025, we're delighted to announce a new ACE in Industry Chair, Professor Alex Mazakitis from JLR. On that note, I'm going to move on to the awards. The pre-dinner section is all about celebrating the UK's rising stars and the future of our industry.
It means a lot because of the work that has been put by myself and our team.
It's a friendly industry and a rewarding industry. We didn't see it coming. It's been an amazing year for the company.
Lovely to see you all, folks. Thank you very much indeed for that warm welcome. I am one of the few comics that still tells jokes, of course. It's a dying art, or perhaps rather a despised one these days. It distresses me to see that young people these days are not that keen on drinking. I know a number of people who are looking forward to Dry January already. We now have the Manufacturer of the Year Award for 2024 to kick us off.
The recognition is great and the publicity can obviously help in many ways.
Absolutely brilliant. Small company, we've been in the game for 20 years, so to come out and talk, it feels so good.
It's not about us, it's about the guys who aren't here tonight. These events are the best events you'll ever go to.
It's really great to win the awards. It's good to get the recognition. It's important technology and I'm glad we've won it.
This award gives us a lot of credibility. It puts us in a stronger position to talk to anybody.
I mean, it's excellent recognition from a community in there that's deep tech, hard tech all the way.
The recognition to the business is really important and it also raises the profile.
We were disappointed about the last one, so to get Company of the Year makes up for it, so that's good, really good. The SpaceX contract has been pivotal for us and all the staff have contributed to that. So this is really, really for the staff.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our final award tonight. This year, the Contribution to Industry Award goes to Neil Dickens of IC Resources.
Well, it was an absolute shock. I had tears in my eyes, to be honest. I mean, it's an incredible honor. This is an incredibly close-knit industry. So when you come here, it's just like seeing 300 friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you this evening. Thank you very much indeed.
So congratulations to everybody who won an award. I want to make a big thank you to all the TechWorks staff for all your hard work tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors and thank you to all of you tonight. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. Talk, drink, network, dance and have a great time. Thank you.